Hi there, Chad Giampedro, back again with a weekly check-in. This week I want to talk about recruiting. 'Cause we're gonna be legends. This topic is a little bit of a departure from our normal direct sales, more appropriate for sales managers or recruiters. And recruiting is extremely important to any sales environment. You want to make sure that you're adding new sales folks into your environment and you're growing and you're continuing to develop the skill sets. And in my opinion, there are two targets when you're looking at recruiting. First is your experienced sales professional, right? Typically they're coming, batteries included, they're trained, they have a book of business, they've had experience in the industry. And then you have the brand new individuals. They typically are coming in maybe their first career, their first job in the industry. And, they have no experience and they need to be trained from the ground up. And there's positives and negatives for both targets. For the experienced individual, the positive is, certainly a lot less overhead from a training standpoint. But a negative could be they come with bad habits or demands that typically a brand new individual wouldn't have. For the brand new individual, well, now you've got to train them from the ground up, and they don't have a book of business, so you have to have opportunities ready for them that you can give to them or help introduce them to so they can build their business. And the positive there is typically they're open to anything and there are not bad habits. So knowing the target of what you're going after is really looking introspectively at your company. What are you built to do? Some companies can do both. Some may not, and you have to be honest with yourself because it's going to determine the success of the target. So if your company does not have a great ground floor training program and you're not a teaching type company, the expectation is that you show up and you know the job and you're ready to sell day one, then your target should not be a brand new individual unless you can place them with a mentorship or something that can help them with all of those nuances to build into a great sales professional. And then on the flip side of that, if you have, your company is bringing in experienced individuals and it really doesn't have the ability to help support their business or be open to some of the suggestions that they're going to make, to your business. They're coming in with demands because they've had success at a previous company, and they're going to want those, certain elements of that to be recreated in your business. If you're not open to do that, then you shouldn't be recruiting experienced individuals. In my opinion, knowing the difference is extremely important to how quickly they become successful inside of your business. And that quick success is extremely important, right? Because if you have an experienced salesperson, they run the risk of ruining their reputation by making a bad decision with a company that's going to support them. With a brand new individual, well, listen, just like anything else, they have a timeline to income, and that timeline to income could be very far off. You can end up investing in them and then losing them because you can't bring them to the finish line from a production standpoint. So it's extremely important to look at your business and determine, do I have both? Can I do both? Or am I one or the other? And then adjusting your target, accordingly. If you're set up to take on experienced individuals, that should be your target. If you're set up to target individuals with no experience and you're going to build their business, then that should be your target. And if you're in the position which some companies are where you could do both, then you do both. Then you as the manager have to decide, what are you better at? Are you better at supporting an individual who has a business plan and has essentially a work that they can tap into over the course of a period of time? Or are you better off with the brand newbie that you're teaching everything from the ground up? So I certainly appreciate you guys taking time to watch my video today. I'll be back again next week. Take care.